So today I'm going to be talking about a particular topic that I get asked way too often. And that question is, how do you price your artwork? But before we jump into it, I must light my candle first, just to set the mood. And then we're going to go ahead and get started, since I don't know how to do those little pause, affect things yet. That's a pretty. Gonna have to redo that. Okay. So we're gonna talk about it. The number one question I get asked way too often. So Gerard, what is that question? That question is how to price my artwork. Literally just about every artist I talk to always say, I just cannot figure out how to price my artwork. I don't know if I'm pricing it too high or too low. Even though we really know that 99% of us think we're pricing too low, and we always want to raise those prices, right? But in this video, I'm going to be talking about exactly how to figure out the perfect pricing for your artwork. Not going by some formula or just going by what someone says, but actually using testing and a strategic strategy to figure out that right price. But before we dive into this video, my name is Gerard Henry, and for those who are not familiar with myself, I basically help visual artists grow using social media and start making those consistent sales online. Now, I have helped multiple artists cross over $10,000 selling their artwork online. And I know that'd be hard to believe just hearing me say it, so I show some screenshots of my group right now. Now that you checked out those screenshots, I just want to let you know I'm not here to sell you guys anything. I just wanted to show you those screenshots just to let you know that if you're a visual artist and you want to start making consistent sales, then you're definitely in the right place. Now with that being said, I'm not going to waste any more of your time, and we're going to dive into this video. So when it comes to pricing your artwork correctly, you basically want to use the idea of testing. And the best way to use this idea or this strategy is by using Instagram. Now, first thing first, what you want to do is you want to find about 5 artists that make similar artwork to yourself. And secondly, they're a little bigger than you on Instagram. So when it comes to seeing who's bigger, I guess the best way to measure this is, let's just say, by followers, right? Even though followers isn't a real indicator of who's more successful or valuable or credible, but that's just what we're going to use for this example here. So what you want to do is you want to find 5 artists on Instagram that are slightly bigger than you by followers, and then secondly, who create similar artwork to yourself. Now, the way you're going to find these artists is by using hashtags. So you want to hashtag your specific style of art. So if you're a hyper-realistic artist, then you want to hashtag hyper-realistic art. If you paint pet portraits or you abstract, whatever that style may be, that's what you want to hashtag to find those similar artists that create artwork like you. Now, let's say you find 5 artists, right? What you want to do is you want to figure out their pricing for their artwork. The best way to do this is to simply send them a message if they don't have their artwork already listed on their website. Now, if they're a great artist and they know a little bit about marketing, they most likely won't have their artwork listed on their website. So you're most likely going to be sending them a message. Now, when you send this message, basically you don't want to say, hey, I'm Bob and I'm sending you a message because I want to know what your price is so I can price my artwork similar, because they're not going to tell you. You have to inquire as if you're a buyer, right? Inquire as if you're a buyer. But you have to inquire as if you're a buyer. Now, with that being said, is just ask, hey, I'm interested in your artwork. How much are you pricing it for? And then once you figure out the pricing of those 5 artists, what you want to do is you want to find the average. So the way you find the average is by adding up all those prices and then dividing them by how many prices you got, right? And that's going to give you that average number. Now, this average number is not the end. This is not your price. This is just your testing price. So with this price, what we're gonna do now is we're gonna test this across about 15 conversations. So you wanna find people that are interested in purchasing your artwork, and then you wanna test that price to them. Now, when it comes to testing that price, basically you wanna get in conversation and try to convince them to purchase. Now, my rule of thumb, if you have the right tactics to actually close sales, which I'll talk about in another video, you should be closing about a little under 50%. So if you have 15 conversations, you should be looking to get about 5 or 6 of them to purchase, right? If you get more than 6 people purchasing, right? Or you get like 7, 8, 9 people purchasing out of 15, then you're pricing too low. You want to raise that pricing maybe by $50 or $100 or so. If you're getting less than 4 people to purchase out of 15, then your pricing is most likely too high. So after you test across 15 people, you will be able to pinpoint which pricing of yours is correct, right? Now, the beauty behind this is that you're basing your price on proven testing, right? We test to get results. That's the same thing I teach to the artists I'm currently working with. Now, at this point, you know exactly how to figure out the pricing for your artwork. But I do want to give you guys a disclaimer. Once again, just because you price your artwork correctly don't mean you're going to be making sales. And secondly, if you don't know how to have a conversation with someone and convince them to purchase, then it's irrelevant either way, because they're not going to buy either way, right? So I'm going to be having a video later on this week to show you guys actually how to close those sales, how to get people to purchase. Now, if you're new here, which is everyone, because this is my first video, please subscribe and leave a like if you're an artist and you want to know more information and just start learning those tips on how to start selling your artwork online, right? And like I said, once again, this is my first video and I want to know what you guys would like to learn about. So leave that in the comments. Leave a comment about what you personally would like me to start talking about, and I'll be more than happy to cover those topics. The reason I'm creating this YouTube channel is only to help visual artists just like myself. I want to help you guys start knowing what and what not to do to get people to purchase. So if you're a visual artist and you want to turn your hobby into a career, then you definitely in the right spot. And I know for myself, I don't see too many people that's teaching these hands-on tactics that actually works for artists. And that's literally what I want to bring to you guys using this channel here. So with that being said, comment below. Let me know what you guys would love for me to start talking about. And I'll be more than happy to cover those topics. I hope everyone have a blessed day. And I want to thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch this video, because it shows that you take your art career seriously. And with that being said, peace.